Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the VG Purist. I'll be coming at you with some Season 15 action for the Cabal Vision Champions Cup playoffs. And we are... Oops, looks like I have the sound incorrect here. Just change that up here real quick. Whoops! Looks like I do have the whole sound incorrect. Okay, well, I mean, anyways, you guys aren't going to really hear the difference. But, okay, so now... we are in the quarterfinals action, and we are going to see who is going to get the semi-finals. 100 euros apiece for third and fourth place, and then second place 250 euros, and then of course first place will receive 500 euros. But moreover, top four will also receive a ticket to the big dance, the 2018 Blood Bowl 2 World Cup competition coming up by the end of the month here in July. And so don't you guys go too far away, as yours truly will be announcing for it. But first we're going to take a look at who is going to be making it and who will just fall short in the quarterfinals. We're going to begin from the top on down. The quarterfinals, Debaser taking on Aldreya. And of course we have seen Aldreya in the last World Cup as well as this one here. And it did make it through some tough people. Chaos Dwarf, Lizard Man team, all the way to this Bretonnian team of Debaser. But don't forget Debaser, he was a champion one time before with the Bretonnian team, and we're going to see if he's able to repeat the same type of success here today. Oh yes indeed. And of course in my preliminary prediction I did say I liked Debaser's team. Looks like it's about split 50-50, but you know, it's only what, between 3 people's votes, so who knows but me, right? We'll see about that though. So far I've been pretty good with the predictions and pretty accurate, but who knows, right? That's why we play Blood Bowl, coached by Debaser, the Bretonnian team, and it looks like it's a ... slashies taking on Aldreya's necromantic team, Howl from Beyond. As we are setting off for this coin flip, again, this is going to be for the World Cup ticket. And so lots of stress, lots of things that could be going through the minds of both of these guys. So we'll see which one's going to react today. How from Beyond will actually choose to receive the ball. And just take a quick look at the skills for both of these sides. Bretonnian team back at it again, seeing if they can repeat similar success earlier in the Champions Cups. We've seen Bretonnian teams doing quite well, but we haven't really seen them back this far for quite some time. But now they are back, and they are going to have their 4 knights. They will have leader tackle with that sidestep and the blodge ability for that knight. And yes, we are going to have the blocker with that guard. It does come inherent with that wrestle with that tackle ability. And then more knights here. And this one does have that dodge. And then of course more knights with the mighty blow, blodge, tackle with that sidestep, and of course the lineman, always going to be a fearsome thing for any opponent to be facing up against. They can just get easy access to that 30 player and then make the best use of it and survive really with the wrestle and the fend ability. They do come inherent with that fend, and so a little bit awkward, but really you just use them for the fouls, I think, and let the knights take over with the support of their squires. Does have this one here also with the knights with the blodge. This one here with that guard ability, and this one here, of course, a level 1 lineman in the front line. Then, of course, the guard blocker, and then a couple more linemen to come in because you know that armor value 7 a little bit weak there, can definitely go out, and you don't want to be caught without too many guys here to come in. Necromantic team of Aldreya. Yes, we have seen this team before. Does have that menacing ghoul right there. The main ball carrier, the sure hands, blodge with the +1 in agility. And then the white, the guard with the tackle, mighty blow with the blodge ability there, as well as having the zombie with the guard. And then more block here for the flesh gown, more guard. This one here with that wrestle ability. And then level 1 zombies in the front line. The white here, more guard with that blodge ability. Necromantic team, of course, does have their werewolves, both of them with the claw inherent with that frenzy ability, And they are going to have the block skill with this one though, with the mighty blow and the dodge, tackle with the sidestep. This one here, tackle with the dodge and the dauntless ability. And then more zombies here in this backfield, and then as well on the sideline there. One more extra to come in. The Debaser will have a bribe for today's match, so we'll see how that's going to play out in today's match. It could be something here that they could really make big use of. Like I said before, linemen's. Man, they take 30 player 2. It's just so hard to stop. It's just like, okay, you take care of one guy, but they still have a couple more to come in. And really, they only need to start with, what, 3, 4 on the pitch. Just so good. Just so good. I mean, not too shabs. Looks like, though, the Bretonnian team will start with 3 blockers instead of 4. Unless my eyes just deceive me. But we'll see here. Throw rock, and the white's going to get a little bit stunned. But at least he didn't die or anything like that. I've seen that too many times to count, but luckily here, just going to be a stun on that, man. Necro team will begin with the bashes off first. Does have the nice werewolves. Will line up at the front line, get this nice big hit in, and trying to take out a few of these Bretonnian players before they even get started, if possible. Trying to make use of the hits, the bashes, armor value breaks for all 3, but looks like it's just going to be a stun here for all 3. That is really good to see if you're the Bretonnian team. Even though the linemen, they are a bit expendable, you don't want to lose them all 1, 2, 3 in the front bits right away. Now the splits with the white. Gonna try to take down somebody a little bit better, a juicier target. Yes, it's gonna be one of the knights. Gonna also armor value break him, but also more stuns here. That doesn't necessarily bode well, but that will mean that the second possession here will be a nice easy one for the Necro team. Can possibly go wherever he feels like with the ball and then be able to take it in for the touchdown in the later bits. Should be able to advance the ball with great ease and doesn't necessarily have to worry about any real pressure in the first turn, or not too much at least. Debaser, he has won a Champions Cup before, and so he's going to try to get back here in the World Cup, vying for one of the 4 tickets available. And let's see if he's going to be able to capitalize here today, if he's going to make it through, or will he need to rely on a private league ticket if he even plays in any private leagues. But we'll see though. Debaser, would like to see him back here, but also all the rest of these contestants. I almost hate to see anyone fail, but unfortunately can only take 64 teams to the big dance by the end of July. Looks like there is going to be the first of many fouls. No big fouls being called by the Goblin, but more stuns here. And this time it's going to be the Necromantic team that will benefit from just more stuns. And he will be back in the next bit, hopefully. But we'll have to wait and see how this is going to be done. Should be able to make his way to this right side. Looks like that's what the Necromantic team is preparing for at this moment. Flesh Golem is going to move up, base up the Bretonnian team. I'm not too much of an agreement of this one here, but I suppose where else are going to go with the Flesh Golem. But maybe with guard, I probably would have done this, but without guard, I don't know. But then again, do need to take away some of these assists here and then be able to make use of the 2-die block there. But just going to be a push here. And gonna have to use the blitz now on the blocker. Ooh, gonna get a little bit 136 there, but no problem. That's why we have rerolls. And the frenzy ability will pretty much ensure the hit. Yes, it is gonna be a defender down die. And an armor value break. Just armor value 8 on him, but with the claw, shred it down to armor value 7 and get more stuns on the pitch. Getting the armor value breaks, but not getting any big injuries, but we'll take it at this moment. As I said before, ball is easily going to move along the right side with 4 stuns caused in the first 4 turns, but now they're able to get back up, and now they should be able to come up, tie up a bunch of these Necromantic team, and see about maybe pressuring the score pretty early. This is kind of the danger when you do move the ball up pretty early. Then now the other team may be able to recover, and then suddenly you're forced to score it in the first half. You don't necessarily want to do that either, so we'll see if the Necromantic team wants to back that thing up. Ugh, little sneeze there. I guess when I start talking like this, it's like my nose is just trying to tell me something. Slow down, VG. You're just talking too fast. But that's just how it's done, guys. Gotta go quickly. And you gotta move. And you gotta move very fast. Otherwise, you might just miss it. Necromantic team, looking good so far. I don't know if he wants to move up fourth here, but as I've always said before, you know, if you're playing against a strong opponent, such as Debaser, it might just be good to just score it and be done with it. But not getting any injuries thus far doesn't necessarily bode well. I don't feel good about scoring it this early either, but we'll see how Aldreya wants to play this one right here. It's definitely viable to move forth, but maybe staying there or even going backwards could be a good play as well. Looks like though, with the whites moving forward, we'll be laying out a bit of a forward defense here, so it appears that the ball will be moving up for it, and it will be moving here towards possibly the 16, being supported by the werewolf there. Nice little screen that's going to go up for the ball carrier. And of course, noting that I hate side cages, especially without side step, we'll just be hanging away from it. And I think this might be okay right there. I don't think the base is going to do anything crazy. If he is threatening to score early, then perhaps I will just continue to bash and be alright with what I see here. Definitely though, we'll try to get some pressure onto the ball carrier if possible. So I'm going to try to create some holes here. Put some guys here basing up the screen here that's being created here for the ball carrier, and then try to continue to move up. That would definitely be my play right here. Defender down die, nice. We'll be getting hit. Necromantic team gonna take out, or gonna get their werewolf taken out here, and so the Bretonnians will not definitely. They will definitely not miss that guy on the pitch, especially that one there with the mighty blow and that tackle ability. So just going to be the other werewolf there without the mighty blow. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Ungern does point out in chat here just one reroll left for Aldreya. So it's definitely another thing to consider here for the Necromantic team. Kind of why he is pushing up here. Don't want to move back because only one more reroll left, and if you get nuffled here in the next few rounds, then you don't want to end up just not being able to take a good chance here without having a reroll by the end of the first half. So that is definitely something to consider, and looks like with a few of these guys going down, he should be maybe just moving it up with the one agility, with the 5, or I should say 4 agility ghoul. I'm not too concerned here. I think maybe just holding it for one more round would be okay. But yes, just take everything out of the equation. I do definitely agree with this here. 1-0. Aldreya being down a few rerolls does suck, as well as a tough opponent in Debaser. Just go 1-0. Play a little defense. It is a little bit easier to play some defense. Oh, I'm going to cover all 4 of the quarterfinals matches Arctic wins, so this is just the first of many games. So sit tight. We are in for the long haul tonight, guys. That's right. The next 3 or 4 hours, I'll be sitting right here. In fact, I'll probably be eating in the middle of the broadcast, I think after the second game, with a little bit of a longer pause there. So watch out for that, guys. I got some hot dogs right here ready to rock. And so gonna get these puppies going, and then eat those guys up. So now with the Necromantic team scoring it there, and for good reason here, 1-0. I guess a very strong opponent here. Debaser playing a good team in which he actually won the Champions Cup with previously. I forget which one he'd won, but Debaser has won one before, and so definitely want to just get it in while you can. Play a little defense for about 5 turns, I think anyone worth their salt should be able to play some defense, but we'll see. Necroman team definitely could have loved to seen some more injuries come out. Nice little blitz. That'll definitely help here on the defense. Unfortunately, though, Necroman team lined up kind of far back here, so won't actually be able to put an aggressive front and maybe get into that ball. But at least he'll be able to hit back and maybe be able to take out some of these guys just like that right there. Oh, just going to be a nice little arm value break and just a stun right here. But more stuns. I don't like seeing that too much. Fleshgolm's going to move up, help out the front line, and make it to where the Bretonnian team won't have easy bashes up in the front line. Yes, indeed. I like that. Necromancer team going to make use here of the blitz, but boy, kind of too bad that they lined up in such a fashion like that. And oh, going to fail the GFI right there. And unfortunately, with just one more reroll left, doesn't want to use it there, so it's going to let that one go. I think definitely you don't want to reroll it here, even though it probably would have put a little bit more pressure on the right side, and maybe a one-die block won't be attempted here, but still. Don't want to use that last reroll on something as frivolous, and especially on just a blitz on kickoff. I mean, heck, lined up this way, it's okay that these guys stay there as well. So, there you go. Blitz coming out. Werewolf's going to be the target, and not going to be fruitful in that attempt. Just going to be getting a both down here, and going to continue to stay based up there against the werewolf. A little bit dangerous here, but we'll see how the Necromate team wants to get in there. Looks like he can get maybe a 2-die block with the zombie if he doesn't get hit here. So this 1-die is definitely much warranted. So the push comes out. There you go. And that gets the dangerous guard piece away. Otherwise, the werewolf may have had a better time at the 1-die and then into the perhaps... No, actually it would have been a 2-die block here. And then into a frenzy attack on the blitzer with tackle. So pretty key important piece there. Very important 1-die block coming out from Debaser right there. Fleshgolm gonna come up, gonna get the blitz here, gonna get the skull, so it's gonna have to use the last reroll right there. Oh, but the lineman does have fins, so I guess maybe not the couldn't follow it up anyway. So hey, I guess the 1-die block okay, but regardless, it did end up being a 1-die block for the Flesh Golem, and unfortunately it did actually come up to bite him in the butt. So again, 1-die block still warranted. And there's going to be the 2-die block finally coming out after moving the zombie into position anyways. But no big injuries coming out for that werewolf, even after getting the defender down die. That's a little bit too bad. Bretonnians now are in a okay spot now. Can they move the ball up? That's going to be the question here. But with basically the full complement on the pitch, they may be okay. Should be able to move the ball up a little bit better here in the next bit. Should be able to pry open a hole by at least the 6th round, I think. Looks like the ball carrier, he's going to do things himself. Get the blitz on. He's like, okay, guys, I see that I have to do things myself. I'm going to move up here, get the blitz on, take down the white, get the support going and the assist. Let the blocker have his fun as well. And yes, gets the defender down die. Pretty crucial there to get that defender down die, and will be getting it. Here's the foul coming up. Don't want to get based up here by this white. It is going to be the ball carrier. You don't want to leave things to chance here. And here's going to foul. Yes, going to be just getting a stun here. Does still have the bribe in hand, so no foul being called yet by the ref. The Goblin is not wearing any type of eye augmentations here. No laser surgery either. And that foul is going to go through. Look at that. Perhaps we should get some instant replay like they do for football nowadays in the World Cup. But there you have it. Goblin says play on. It was just an accidental kick to the shin or something. I don't know. Lineman's gonna pay the price though on the right side. Gonna get hit by the zombie. Werewolf's gonna move back up here and try to get the support going. As the white will get the blitz on. Nice little defender down die. It's going to move up and away after the blitz. And that will be it here. So Bretonnians, a little bit separated here from the masses, but I do believe should still be able to get something going. Looks like, yes, it's going to be a blitz here on the left side. Probably going to post up here, maybe make a side cage in the next bit. I don't suspect that he's going to go potato or anything like that, but I do believe that we're going to see a side cage here on the left. I think that's just about the only thing that the Bretonnian team can do to at least tuck his ball carrier away. And there you go. Yes, it is going to be a side cage. And, of course, there is definitely a place for a side cage, guys. Don't get me wrong, but, man, you know how much I hate these side cages. And so there you go. Side cage comes up. The ball carrier does have sidestep, so it's not too bad. But still, you guys just know how much I hate him. Looks like, though, going to get that dodge away. And a very crucial little basing here on this white. Don't want to let that guy in too easily. So the blitz definitely going to come out from the werewolf, but maybe the white here won't actually be able to easily get there, but it does have dodge on him, so just a 1 in 9 chance of failing that dodge away if need be. So we may see the werewolf post up here, and then we may see a blitz come out from this white, but no, it appears that he's going to do it here from the ghoul. I can't blame him here. Get the guarantee. Don't want to do any of this 1 in 9 chancing it business. So yes, gonna get the blitz here. Does get the defender down, died, knocks down the lineman. Gonna be a little bit open here. Gonna start to put up the nice little screen here up against the cage. And I do suspect we're either gonna see a 2-die block here after the werewolf movement, or we may see a dodge coming up, depending if this werewolf can get there in time, and he does. So we should see perhaps a dodge away, get away. Yes, we will. And the miss dodge, he will get 1 in 9 there, and unfortunately, Bretonnians, a highway to heaven, gonna be opening it up. Necromantic team immediately. The Bretonnians just jump straight on top of the weak link. Definitely needed that white right here to help support. And he will get blitzed down here for being in the way, but will be just getting a push out. But the dodge away, yes, the score. Yes, he is gonna get that touchdown. Debaser. He will not be denied on turn 7. Scores it. And we will see the bottom of the 8th. Or actually the top of the 8th for Aldreya. Not every day you're going to see a touchdown being scored right there. But good Blood Bowl sense here by Debaser. Will get that score in. I mean, heck, I really almost believe that there was no real choice there anyways. But sometimes some people hold it for just a little bit too long and then get themselves into trouble. And right there, Debaser says, nope, I'm not going to fall into that. I'm just going to get the score right here, right now. And yes, indeed, Arctic wins. It looks like we have ourselves a game. Debaser will get the ball back in the second half, so he will have the slight advantage going into the second half for the win. But both sides here, not really any injuries whatsoever. Heck, even the Bretonnian team with that 30 player hasn't really gotten much out of his fouls as well as the hits. So going to be one of those things in which who's going to blink first. A blitz on defense, that's going to be nothing here for the Bretonnian team. A little bit of a waste there, but it is what it is. Here's the blitz here, maybe trying to open up the werewolf. Yes, he will sidestep into perhaps a better spot for a one mover. But it looks like, though, the defender down die may end all hopes here. No, actually not. Does still have a flesh gob in range of getting another push here. So does need a couple of more pushes and hopefully get another push. There we go. Does get yet another push right there. And so that's beneficial. And after that, should be able to get yet another push by this white. And voila! We'll get a defender down die, but who cares? One move touchdown in range. Aldreya showing his stuff here. Doesn't want to give the advantage to Debaser if he can help it right here. Ooh, nice big injury there by the zombie. Gonna get into effect. Finally, an injury is gonna come out, and they definitely take that right there. But now this ghoul's gonna move up. Gonna likely try to throw it here to the necromantic team, but actually no, he just picks it up and says, "Forget it. I'm not gonna do it." Well, that's too bad. I would have liked to see maybe attempt there, but I guess Aldreya just feeling like, you know what? I'm gonna keep the good dice to myself, and I'm not gonna make these crazy pass throws and then run around with my werewolf and do some 4+ dodges, 5+ dodges. Yeah, so there. Actually, it would have been 5+ dodges. So I guess sensing that it would have been pretty difficult to get that. I'm not sure why he did all that. I guess he just thought better of it. I'm not sure. I guess he was just like, well, the chances are very slim, but I don't know why he just didn't do the pass anyways. I mean, why not? I just don't understand. But there we have it. Aldreya probably just doesn't want to risk injuring the all-important werewolf for today's match. I could definitely see that. It was very slim that he'd get that. It looked like a 4+ pass into a 3+ catch into a 5+, 5+, 2+, 2+. I mean, no, it was a 5+, 5+, 3+, 2+, 2+. So I mean, like, he would have had to make all of those rolls, no re-roll. I think definitely probably opted to just keep the werewolf alive. So I think I like that. I mean, why risk it on a very low chance touchdown? Yeah, he definitely could have thrown it for the SPP. I don't know why I didn't do that. But I guess one more turn for the Bretonnian team, and so again, probably wanted to cover the werewolf because he did move him up front. And so at the end, he did actually move a zombie up there to kind of cover his flanks there. I suppose we'll just have to wait for Aldreya to come into the chat room and tell us what's up. But being that this is the first cast right here, he may have missed this cast right there. But we'll see. Maybe have to make a comment on my YouTube channel after the fact, hey? There's the blitz here. Coming up. Yes, looks like it's going to be on the zombie with the ghoul. Necromancy team. Anyone you see with ghoul on the necromancy team, I'm sorry. Anyone on the necromancy team that you see with guard on their side, I said ghoul, then you kind of want to blitz those guys down so that they don't have an easy way of getting 2-die blocks on you. Again, one of those things here, necromancy team, they kind of need guard to get going, and if you can take those guys out, then suddenly they don't get as many bashes in because of all the zombies that they have. There's the nice ball pickup here. No sure hands, but who needs that business when you have a knight with leader? He will be moving up here. Bretonnian team does have the advantage. Just needs to grind it out for the win here. And if Debaser could do anything, he is a man that can definitely grind one out of you. Does get the nice KO though. And there you go. Apothecary gonna be used. Werewolf coming out. Does do the business here and gets the KO. But Apothecary will be used right there. I definitely like that here. Doesn't want to get down too many in numbers, too many in the pitch. So gonna save that blocker, and moreover, again, the Bretonnians also suffers from kind of the same deal here. Does need to get guard on those blockers and hopefully keep those guys alive. If not, then they too won't be able to bash as much. There, nice little injury here for the Bretonnian team, and the regeneration won't be passed, but it is just going to be a level 1 zombie, so not too big of a deal here. But there's going to be one less on the pitch. Bretonnians does have a little bit easier time now in getting this touchdown due to that big injury, but still needs to prove it at this point. And with that werewolf with claw and mighty blow, he can still get in this game and cause some big injuries on this Bretonnian team and make it to where the necromancy team will have a much easier time at winning this game if possible. So this game's not over yet, guys, but it is going to be slight advantage Bretonnian team at the moment with the ball and just 14 squares away from victory. Dirty player foul there on the KO. Again, Debaser still with that bribe in hand, and finally the dirty player comes through for him. It's just going to still be yet another level 1 zombie, but that could be a sign of many things to come. 2 guys down now for the Necro team. And with that, again, 11 on 9 Bretonnians. It's going to be proving a little bit more and more easier as time goes by. So Necro team really needs to get an injury pretty soon here if he has any real hope of something. And there we go. As if the white was listening in on the conversation. Does finally get a big hit in. It's going to be on a guard and tackle piece. So a big piece right there in the blocker for the Bretonnian team. And the white, yes, coming through. And that is a big win here. And that absolutely folds this side right there on that one big hit by the white. So kudos to that man. But Bretonnians now may see some light here on the left side and may go down the pitch. So the Necro team may have won here the battle, but may end up losing the war pretty soon if the left side is going to continue to stay weak like this. Blitz coming out. Looks like we are going to see a cage set up here. Right smack dab in the left side of the pitch against the Necro team. This will definitely make things a little bit more hairier. But Bretonnian team probably are not going to score it until the end of the game if they can help it. But here's yet another foul. Number 13. This lucky number 13, guys. There's the foul. Just going to be a stun there. It is going to be on the guard wrestle piece, though. So that's a nice little, not a key piece, but a good piece for the Necro team. Definitely would have loved to have him around, but still. Just a stun. No worse for wear. Necro team needs to get back into the defensive position. Maybe even get the blitz down here on this lineman, and even more so, get the injury out if possible. And maybe the blitz coming out here from the werewolf. The white's going to move in there. Going to base himself up against a couple of the Bretonnians. There we go. Here's the blitz. We'll be on the knight instead. Going to have to re-roll that. And there's the defender down dive. Finally, we'll be able to get that hit in. Not only that, we're going to get the arm value break. And that's beautiful. Aldreya definitely need that. Going to put a little pressure here on the ball carrier. Likely going to push him back here. I can't see it going any other way. Bretonnians have absolutely gotten stoppered up here, but we'll see how tenacious Debaser wants to be with the ball. But I don't see that. Definitely the ball's coming back, I think. I mean, I don't see that this ball carrier is going to stay right there or even move the ball forward anytime soon. And with these 3 going down, likely we'll be able to set up once again here on this center. Maybe even just this back left center. Doesn't even need to move that far away. There we go. Good move here. Stand the back up. Going to get the foul here. A little bit risky. Backside's absolutely wide open here. And Macy may be vulnerable to a crazy blitz by a zombie, but looks like the foul's going to come through. Going to get that KO and foul. And even though there's fouls being done on the pitch, the Goblin referee sees nothing. He sees nothing, guys. That's alright, though. I see it. You and I both see it, I guess. But not the person that's calling the fouls, at least. And there's going to be a nice big hit. More stuns, though. Necro team has been getting loads of arm value breaks, it seems, this game, but just been getting the stuns. Gonna move about, put up a screen here, but the werewolves, this is just not good enough right there. Bretonnians absolutely asserting their numbers advantage here and slowly but surely chipping away at this Necro team. This is not looking good now. If I was Aldreya right now, I would be deeply concerned with the position at this point. Should be able to get that blitz off like you see right there and set up yet another position here for the cage to come out, and then after that yet another foul being done on the werewolf. So this is just not looking so great now. Cage coming up. Ooh, gonna try to dodge away right here. And gonna have to reroll that lest there just be a blitz on the kick on the ball carrier, and luckily gonna be making it through. So I'm very surprised at that, but I suppose wanted to keep the foul there at the end, but man, chances of getting caught with the bribe not so good. I mean, 1 in 8 chance of getting caught with the foul, and then after that a 1 in 6 chance of not accepting the bribe. So I mean, a little bit out of sequence. I think the foul should have came first and then the dodge. Gotta play solid Blood Bowl, guys. I know that it just kind of seems a little bit odd to not do the dodge first and then get your guy right here and then form up the cage and then do the foul, but I mean, it's just one of those things where you gotta play the percentages. You gotta do it, especially at this high level of a game. But I'm harping here where the Debaser is just about to score 3 more turns left from saying hello to the World Cup. Turn 14. Bretonnians have, as we've seen though, they will score it early if push comes to shove right here. And I don't think the Bretonnian team has anything to really worry about though. With their small numbers advantage, might be able to take that into the defensive side of the ball and be okay. But would like to maybe hold the ball for 1 more turn. I'm pretty sure of it. There's the blitz. It's going to be just a push here. Depending on how this outcome is going to be, we may see the Bretonnian team just outright scored. Yes, it is. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. He's just going to be putting it up here. The screen coming out. Just wants to hold the ball. Just wants to hold the ball. Oh, yes, indeed. And the dodge is coming out here. Not going to get stopped up here. And we'll be able to form up yet again. And that is just 1 more step towards the goal for the Debaser's team. 1 big step back for Aldreya's chances as the ball sits precariously on the 1-yard line to get scored. Aldreya needs to get aggressive here. So there you go. Going to get these blitz here and possibly get into the face of the Bretonnian team. At least threaten them up. Hopefully get some activation here by the tackle or something like that. Just going to be a push after getting a couple of skulls there. Could not really afford that. Would have loved to seen instead him going down. But not going to get down at all. Thank you for that follow, Commander Root. I really appreciate that, my friend. Really helps me out in the long run, so I really appreciate that. Yes, and at this point, turn 8, touchdown, try. Maybe it was a small chance, but maybe would have had a chance at it. Would have taken it, but he can still probably take it. I mean, it's still going to be the bottom of the 16th by the end, and the Bretonnians just holding on strong. Gonna risk it here. This is a little bit risky for the Debaser. If he gets 1 in 9, then he will lose the ball. So this is terrible right here. If he does get knuffled just a little bit. Oh, he's actually gonna do the block. I thought he was gonna do the dodge away with the knight and get the screen up here for his guys. So he needs to get these 2-die blocks to come through for him, and looks like it's gonna be a negativo, Steve-O, because here's the opening now. Aldreya may see the light here and get the splits off, and maybe it'll take him down. He needs to take him down. If he gets pushed though, he'll sidestep into the touchdown, and then it'll still be at the bottom of the 16th. So the Debaser's happy with seeing that. But if he does get blitzed and he does get the defender down, but all that stuff though is out of the realm of possibility here. 1 in 36 here on that dodge, and will prevent Aldreya from even having a chance at the 2-die blitz. Oh man! By the end, Nuffle comes out Oh man, Squirrel Dude does have a point right there. If you don't go and try for at least a one-turn score, then you aren't really playing seriously. But I could definitely see Aldreya's point there. It's a bit of a small chance, and it is one of his main pieces there, the werewolf, and so I don't blame him there. But boy, would he have loved to have a chance back at it. But he's going to have another chance at it right here. Although I don't know how much of a chance. Bretonnian team just needs to stick his sidestep players up there and should be okay. But I don't think he has a lot of sidestep to actually put up here. Just has two guys, so Debaser is going to move his guys up. Going to try to protect against the one-turn touchdown. Aldreya has demonstrated that he can do it, so Debaser, I mean, if anything, at the end of the first half, what Aldreya did demonstrate was that, hey, I can definitely do it. And so, as you can see here, Debaser is absolutely guarding against it instead of putting the formation back there as he did in the first half. So it kind of showed his hand in a way, and that actually was to the detriment here. So now, as you can see there, unless a quick snap happens, then this is just going to be disastrous here, as Debaser is going to be able to put up a better front here to guard against the one-turn touchdown. But ooh, nice little pitch invasion, and oh boy, and with that pitch invasion, I do believe that the one-turn touchdown try is gonna not be the thing here, I think, but we'll see coming up. Yeah, I think so. This is it. Oh, the pitch invasion comes out and pretty much ruins everything. Game over, man. Game over. Yes, indeed. Rip Bill Paxton. Oh, yes. 2-1. The Debaser gets the win by the end. And really, the Nuffling there by the end. I cannot believe it. But unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Not a lot of injuries coming out from either side. You would suspect that the Necromancer team may have had a few more, and heck, even the dirty player Bretonnian team would have had a few more, but unfortunately it's just going to be a couple of injuries. The numbers advantage there in the second half gave the slight advantage into a big advantage for Debaser, and Debaser was able to capitalize, able to continue to hold the ball, and Nuffling there at the end just put the nail into the coffin for Aldreya, and Debaser moves on and will be a World Cup contestant. Yes, indeed. Congratulations to Debaser as he moves on and will be guaranteed at least 100 euros for his trouble. So not only that, cause for celebration to make the World Cup, as well as getting a little cash here, just a little bit of a cash. Next up, though, Anarian BB2 taking on Spartco. Boy, I wish I would have had time to cast the round 2 game in which he just barely won against the Dwarven team here. But now he's going to face against Spartco's Necromancy team. More Necromancy team action to come, guys. Don't you guys go away as I'm grabbing a drink. Just a few seconds here of wait in between. Oh, yes, indeed. Of course, guys, if you are watching after the fact, please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Those of you who are watching right now, you like what you see and you haven't already, please hit that follow button. It definitely helps me out in the long run. I mean, that's all I ask, guys. Just a follow. Just a little bit of a, you know, a sniffing here. Sniffles here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting at here. But nonetheless, hit that follow button and I'll be right back, guys. Don't you guys go away.